Yes.
Right.
When you're about to have a baby, I'm sure you're worried about the moments that your husband might miss, maybe even the birth.
Yes, very much so. This is our first baby, and it's really important for me that my husband is there and that he can hold his baby just once.
Are you expecting him to be deployed before?
Possibly.
It's possible.
It's a possibility.
Does the military take that into account? Do they say, he's going to have, they don't care?
No.
I mean, they care, but they can't stop it, right? Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So, and you know, I've seen a lot of stories of military spouses birthing their child without their spouse and their spouse being deployed.
That's
I just never imagined that I could be one of them.
Yeah.
And so I try to remember that things change rapidly in the military and kind of holding on to that hope a little bit, that he'll be here and he can at least hold this baby just once.
Yeah. Any other stories of things that happened when Dad or when Mom was gone that are difficult?
When my husband's deployed, I take thousands of pictures, right? And you send them to him and everything like that. But I thought, about 2 deployments ago, I thought of, well, I don't know if my daughter will remember this deployment. And so I thought to create kind of a scrapbook video and to show her and then, you know, our son too, what we did while Daddy was gone.
Right.
And you know, with the pictures of him popping up with the big beard and, you know, everything like that, little videos, first time doing this or that. And I had it playing to a song called Home. And,
I love that song.
Yeah. And about a week ago, we put music on in the house always. And it was on shuffle and it came on. And I looked over and my daughter was sobbing and I didn't I was like, what did your brother do to you?
Yeah.
I didn't know. I was like, what
happened?
And she's like, this is Daddy's away song. And she was just sobbing and she's only 4. And so I think it's really hard on little minds and older minds, obviously, to deal with that. But for little minds that don't really grasp really what is going on, it was really hard for her. And it's something that we talk through and we have to say, you know where Daddy is, you know what he's doing, and you know he'll be back.
Yeah.
And she has now turned it into, well, Daddy goes and gets the bad guys. So, Mom, can you go on Amazon and order me a Wonder Woman costume so I can dress up and go be with Daddy and help him fight those bad guys? So I think it's really hard, but it's also really cute at the same time, where it's touching.
A superhero.
Yes, and it's touching, and she just wants to be with him. So I think it's very hard on the little kids that go through it.
I'm just drawn to think of my own son at this particular thing, because he deployed June 26th, and mid-July, my daughter-in-law found out that they were expecting a baby. And he was on a 9-month deployment. And, you know, he's already a few weeks in, and she's 6. Long story short, we're like, is he going to be here?
Right.
When, I mean, he wasn't even here to find out they were pregnant, let alone for the pregnancy. But I am very grateful to his unit, because he did get sent home early. They sent him home, so he was home in time for the birth. But watching my daughter-in-law, brand new Army spouse, and now she's pregnant, and all of these things, I'm just grateful that we were all here together. But, you know, there is hope. That's all I'm telling you, Wendy. There's hope. And he's an 82nd, so, you know, they're not really famous for that. But they came through, and they brought him home, and he was here for the birth of his son. So.
I bet it's really nice for her to have a mother-in-law who really gets what she's going through.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Brandy, I love you. I hope so. she's amazing, and they're very young, but you know, they're great parents, and she's learning how to be an Army spouse, and it's not easy. But you know, her sister's a soldier, her mother's a veteran, so she.
Oh well, then she
knows a little bit.
She knows what's going on.